EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone. And we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion, the tight end. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Love. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown! A big play there. 67 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, certainly not how they envisioned the start to this when you give up the touchdown and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 7. Love looking to throw it. Being chased out left. This is caught. Touchdown! Tucker Kraft, 29 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pushing his way through. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go, set. Field, flat. Set.
Love now. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Jacobs going to try the middle. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. 6, 7, 6.
Throwing. Love. Dancing to his left. Oh, a dangerous pass. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Slot man moves right. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for. I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Second and 10. Hurts. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple plays combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field for this drive. That whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to throw their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out and check it down to them. but sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And now Love going to change things up. On 2nd and 10. Love looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. To the air again. Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he'll just get rid of it.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Eagles send out their punter now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded at the 43. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there of 22. Here's Love. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing deep for Stewart. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Eagles 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score is 31. Eagles 3.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. The slot man in motion right. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts, complete. Smith has it. This now a 3rd and 4. They set up a throw. Complete to Stewart, right side. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now back to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're going to look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now they send a man in motion right. Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now Hurts going to move him around. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 8. Love from the gun. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Eagles will be back. To get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Brown goes in motion left. Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First down, Eagles.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Smith. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
3rd down and 14.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 45-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing deep for Stewart. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 43 yards.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Eagles 20.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.